Sunday, August 30, 2015. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy, and this is my 1983 Mercedes 240 Diesel. This past week, I was only able to get out to the garage Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings. But, as you can see, I actually did finish up the front driver's side brakes. Now, just to recap, that's a new rotor, new pads, new caliper, new rubber and steel brake lines here. And I inspected the wheel bearings, which are not original to the car. Apparently they were still in good shape, so I just repacked them and reinstalled them. So once everything was installed, it was a matter of adjusting the wheel bearing, and that's good to go now. So I started on the passenger side. Give me a moment, I'll show you that. So here's the passenger side spindle. Everything is off, everything is cleaned up now. And let me show you the parts I'm going to be working with. So this is what took some of the time here. You can see the hub and the bearings and all the hardware. This stuff is all cleaned up now and ready for the bearings are ready for repacking and reinstallation with the new rotor. So that's going to be my first task for today, getting the front passenger side brakes back together, and then we'll see where I go from there. Okay, well, I'm at my stopping point for the day. You can see I have the new front passenger rotor installed with the hub, wheel bearings reinstalled and repacked, readjusted, new brake caliper, pads, sensors, and let me show you what I have done under the car. Okay, so here I am under the car, and you can see I have a new steering damper installed. Now, this is one of those parts where I really just kind of rolled the dice and bought a new one, but looks like I was correct to do so. More or less, I know this car's got high miles, and who knows if it had ever been replaced. I took it out, and it really seemed very worn out compared to the new one. So there it is, there's a new one. And I also installed new tie rods. The passenger tie rod looked more or less okay, but it certainly was old. And as for the driver's side tie rod, in terms of the old one, the outboard boot was torn, and there was no play, but while I was doing all this work under the car and had the car nicely suspended up in the air, it seemed like a good time to replace it, and to replace them both while I was at it. And I ballparked the adjustment by just very carefully placing the two tie rods together and adjusting the length. You can adjust these at both ends, and got them as best I could tell, to roughly the same length as the old ones. So, obviously I am going to get the car aligned, but it should be ballparked good enough for now. So that's all I got done for the weekend. The next time I'm out here, which should be tomorrow night, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do. I have plenty of stuff left to do. I'm probably going to start with installing the new clutch master cylinder, and then running a new fluid hose from that up to the master cylinder reservoir. And now that everything is connected in terms of the brake system, and once I have that done, the clutch system will all be connected. At that point, I can connect the brake lines up to the master cylinder, because I still haven't done that yet, and then bleed the hydraulics. And once that's done, I can check for leaks. So that's where I am for now. This is Mercedes Diesel Guy. Thanks for watching.